You talk to your cat every day, asking about their day, apologizing for dinner being late, or just sharing whatever's on your mind, and your cat listens. Their eyes lock onto you, their ears tilt toward your voice, and something unexpected is happening in their mind when you speak. The truth about what actually registers in those moments isn't what most owners think, and it could change the way you see every conversation you've ever had with your cat. Number 1. The silent language decoder. Your cat's brain lights up like a neural fireworks display when you speak. Their auditory cortex activates in patterns remarkably similar to how a human child's brain responds to parental speech. This happens because cats possess specialized frequency detection that zeroes in on human vocal ranges between 500 to 1000 Hz, precisely where most emotional speech occurs. Scientists using functional MRI technology discovered cats can distinguish between their owner's voice and a stranger's voice with 90% accuracy. Their brains show dramatically different activation patterns between the two voices, with owner voices triggering reward centers that stranger voices simply couldn't access. Even more fascinating, your cat displays what neurologists call cocktail party processing, the ability to filter your voice from background noise. When multiple people speak in a room, your cat's brain activity suppresses competing sounds to focus specifically on your vocal patterns. Their brains work overtime just to hear you clearly amid chaos. But remember this shocking detail. Your cat processes emotional tone 40% faster than actual words. Before you finished your sentence, they've already decoded your emotional state and determined whether you need comforting or celebration. And they'll respond accordingly long before you realize they understood anything at all. Number 2. The name recognition revelation. Imagine someone calling your name in a crowded room. Your attention immediately shifts toward the sound. Your cat experiences this exact same phenomenon. Japanese researchers at the University of Tokyo conducted groundbreaking studies showing cats clearly distinguish their names from similar-sounding words. The research involved playing recordings of strangers saying 4 nouns with similar lengths and accents as the cat's name, followed by the actual name. The cats consistently responded differently to their names, showing ear movement, head turns, and pupil dilation that didn't occur with the other words. Here's where it gets truly remarkable. Cats living in multi-cat households recognize not just their own names, but also the names of their feline housemates. When researchers called the name of another cat in the home, test subjects would often look toward that specific cat, showing clear social awareness previously thought impossible. Your cat has mentally mapped between 20 and 600 words depending on their age, environment, and your communication style. This vocabulary size rivals that of many non-human primates and exceeds what dogs typically recognize. Your feline companion has essentially built an entire mental dictionary centered around your household's specific language patterns. Number 3. The frequency-feeling connection. The pitch of your voice transforms how your cat processes your words. When you speak to your cat in that high-pitched, slightly silly voice, what scientists call cat-directed speech, their brains show dramatically different responses compared to your normal speaking voice. French researchers at the University of Paris, Nanterre discovered something remarkable. Cats respond significantly more to high-pitched cat-directed speech, but only when it comes from their owners. A stranger using the same high-pitched tone barely registers in their brains. Your cat has formed a cognitive representation specific to your communication patterns. This explains why your cat seems to ignore visitors who try to engage them with baby talk. Their brains literally filter out unfamiliar voices using this high pitch. It reads as inauthentic compared to when you do it. The relationship you've built creates a unique neural pathway that processes your specific voice patterns differently. The higher frequency range of cat-directed speech activates ancient midbrain regions, connected to maternal bonding. When you raise your pitch talking to your cat, you're triggering the same neurological systems that kittens use to bond with their mothers. Your sweet talk essentially convinces their brain that you're family, regardless of species differences. Number 4. Beyond words, the emotional transmission. Your emotional state travels through your voice like an invisible current straight into your cat's nervous system. Scientists at Northwestern University discovered cats possess a unique form of emotional contagion specifically tuned to human voices. During periods of stress, the human voice contains subtle frequency shifts invisible to our ears but crystal clear to your cat's. These microtonal variations activate their amygdala, the brain's emotional processing center, causing their bodies to mirror your physiological state. Your anxiety literally becomes their anxiety through voice alone. The reverse happens with positive emotions. When you speak happily to your cat, their brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, at levels nearly identical to what happens when mother cats interact with their kittens. Your joyful chatter creates a biological connection that reinforces your relationship with each conversation. Most surprisingly, cats remember emotional vocalizations longer than neutral ones. Research shows they can recall emotionally charged phrases for up to 16 hours, while neutral statements made from memory within 6 hours. Your cat might not understand your exact words when you express love, but the emotional imprint of those moments lasts far longer than you realize. Number 5. The morning greeting phenomenon. Those moments when you first wake up and speak to your cat trigger entirely different brain patterns than conversations later in the day. After periods of separation, even just overnight sleep, your cat's auditory processing centers show heightened sensitivity specifically to your voice. Scientists at the University of California measured cats' physical and neurological responses after different separation periods. Cats demonstrated 63% stronger responses to owner vocalizations after separations of 4+ hours compared to continuous contact. Your morning chatter hits their brains with particular impact simply because they missed hearing your voice. This morning greeting phenomenon explains why your cat seems especially attentive when you first speak to them each day. Their brains are literally more receptive to your morning voice after absence, creating a perfect opportunity for meaningful communication and bonding that diminishes as the day progresses. The heightened morning response evolved as a social synchronization mechanism. In the wild, reunited colony members vocalize to reestablish connections and safety after periods apart. Your domestic cat retains this evolutionary programming. Their morning attentiveness represents an ancient social behavior adapted specifically to their relationship with you. Number 6. The cross-room communication miracle. When you call your cat from another room, an astonishing feat of biological engineering activates. Your cat's specialized ear structure, with 32 muscles controlling each ear, allow them to triangulate your voice's exact location through walls and furniture with precision down to 3 inches. Hearing you call from afar triggers what scientists call selective attention processing. Their brain immediately prioritizes your voice over all environmental sounds, even in environments with competing noises at similar volumes. Cats demonstrate nearly perfect ability to filter out everything except owner vocalizations. Research at Johns Hopkins University revealed something mind-bending. Cats recognize and respond differently to recordings of their owners calling versus the actual live voice, even when volume and content are identical. They somehow detect subtle acoustic differences imperceptible to recording equipment, suggesting they hear dimensions of your voice that technology cannot capture. When your cat ignores your call from another room, remember this: studies conclusively show they've heard you perfectly. Their response, or lack thereof, represents an active choice, not failed communication. Your cat processes your call with crystal clarity and decides moment by moment whether to acknowledge your request or pretend magnificent deafness. Number 7. The kitchen conversation connection. Something magical happens in your cat's brain during casual kitchen chatter. When you talk while preparing food or moving around the kitchen, your cat processes language differently than during stationary conversations elsewhere in the house. Stanford University researchers discovered that cats show increased hippocampal activity, the brain region associated with memory formation, during movement-based conversations. Your casual kitchen commentary gets encoded into long-term memory far more effectively than when you sit and speak directly to them. This explains why your cat seems to learn kitchen-related words faster than others. Terms like dinner, treat, or hungry spoken while moving through the kitchen create stronger neural connections than the same word spoken elsewhere. Your movement combined with speech creates a multisensory experience their brains prioritize for memory storage. Even more fascinating, your cat interprets your kitchen monologues as a form of collaborative communication. When you narrate food preparation, their brains activate social bonding pathways similar to those observed during cooperative hunting in wild feline colonies. Your kitchen chatter triggers ancient cooperative instincts that evolved over thousands of years. Number 8. The therapeutic voice effect. Your voice literally heals your cat's body and mind. Groundbreaking research from the University of Milan found that owner vocalizations create measurable physiological changes in domestic cats, reducing stress hormones like cortisol by up to 52%. This voice therapy effect extends beyond emotional comfort. When cats hear their owners speak calmly for just 10 minutes, their heart rates decrease, immune function improves, and digestive efficiency increases. Your voice operates as a biological regulator for your cat's entire physical system. Most revolutionary of all, your cat's brain produces specialized theta waves when processing your voice during periods of stress or illness. These theta waves match frequencies used in human therapeutic sound healing and create similar restorative effects. Your simple conversation serves as a form of natural medicine for your feline companion. For cats with anxiety disorders, daily voice therapy sessions of just 5 to 10 minutes significantly outperformed pharmaceutical interventions in reducing symptoms. Speaking to your anxious cat in calm, rhythmic patterns literally rewires their stress response system more effectively than medication. Your voice represents the most powerful healing tool available for your feline friend. Watch closely for these communication signals you might be missing completely.